Everyone, welcome back to our Draco Reaction Vlogs. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment on the video. So, it's who we are, mate. So apparently, transfer window is closing within less than a week, and we missed out on a lot of first choice targets that we wanted. So I'm very disappointed that the club are making negotiations with first team targets that we needed, especially since our squad needs help with creativity. But, however, they have fallen short again. And why should I be surprised? Even with winning this trophy, we're in the Champions League, which I understand. But if you want to be honest, what is the point of being in the Champions League if we're just not even going to try to get over the line? You know what I'm saying? We've seen other teams that are in the Champions League, they've gotten players needed so they can actually go and win it. But besides getting Kudus over the line, which was probably one of the easiest runs to get to when getting him, we haven't got really much important players. I've noticed that this week we've seen Eberechi Eze go to Arsenal for 68 million. And if I want to be honest, he was probably going to go to Arsenal regardless. I know in July when he said he was interested in joining Arsenal, and then I was assuming that Arsenal will probably get him regardless, but after they got that Gyökeres deal done over the line, and they started forgetting about Eze, and we, on the other hand, as soon as Madison got injured, we took about 2 weeks to get negotiations done. Specifically, we had the money. We were still negotiation. Our chairman, who is Humpty Dumpty, was apparently doing negotiations with Palace, but unfortunately, they need to speed up faster. And this club hasn't taken action. And when Kai Havertz got injured this week, Arsenal put the exact money down. They put like 68 million down, and they have all our personal terms agreed with. Apparently we had personal terms agreed with, but we never actually put the money down. But unlike Arsenal, they had personal terms agreed with. They put the money down, and now he's joining Arsenal because Eze has always been a fan of Arsenal since he grew up. So there we go. We got one of our first choice target missed out, and similar thing could happen with Gibbs White. We apparently triggered his release clause. We never continued to put the money down, and our chairman was still wasting his time doing negotiations. And guess what? The dude signed a 3-year extension with Forest. That's one target gone out the window. Still can't believe how we fumbled that one. That's 2 targets we fumbled already that were in our hands, but were snatched away. Just like that. We can compare it like a kid at school trying to gain the bully's respect. He does everything, or not necessarily bully's respect. We can say a kid that likes a girl, he does everything for that girl, but then that girl chooses a better guy for him. And that's who we are as a club. Pig FC, we always get the leftovers, the sloppy leftovers. We always get, we always get the compost. And to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if we get Tyler Dibbling or maybe some other youngster that is ready to be proved, or just say specific youngster that is promising, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't be surprised if we get that as our number 10 through the window. I wouldn't be surprised because it's who we are, mate. We always go for non-proven youngsters, and that happens throughout past transfer windows. This is disgrace, man. Now I'm looking at it. We also seen a couple attempts for Savinho rejected by City. I know it's not fully out the window yet, but we are planning to make an 80 million bid for Savinho. Although that is an outrageous price and his performances doesn't justify the 80 million, I kind of doubt City will accept it because apparently their board doesn't like Tottenham because of who we are. So we're gonna see. But that is one of our last hopes. We're also looking at Monaco's attacker Al Kushi. Apparently we're linked to him. Apparently I don't know how good this attacker is because I don't watch Monaco that much. But we'll have to see what he does if we can get him over the line. And other than that, like I mentioned, what is the point of being in Champions League if we're just going there to just take the money and participate and not actually go ahead and win it? At this point, we should probably give our European trophy back to Man United. Yes, I know Man United are playing one game a week because of their position, but at least they've made some big name signings and they got them over the line, despite not being any European competition next season. So let them take our Champions League spot and let them take our trophy because we don't deserve the Champions League, to be honest, and we should be the ones deserving one game a week. If we can't be serious, put the money down, take action, and have our clubs take our number one targets away, and we're stuck with leftovers. But I have to see what happens. We do have City tomorrow. We face City tomorrow away, and now I'm looking at it. It could go both ways. However, I don't know if Savinho will probably come to City after, not City. I don't know if Savinho will come join Tottenham if whatever result goes either way based on tomorrow's game. We'll have to see. I mean, this club is finished, if I'm being honest. We are finished. Even we won a trophy, we can't even get that many big name signings, our number one targets over the line. This is embarrassing. We won something, but can't get any big names over the line. I think this is just our history. I think we're not being serious enough to put down enough money to say, here, I'll give you this, we'll take your player, type stuff. We're just continue talking. There's no action beneath it. And now that our bigger clubs have gone and snatched our targets out of our way. So this is embarrassing. I think, like Yarman said in his video about Tottenham, we should probably just lick up the stadium, burn it for the homeless, or maybe just get relegated. Maybe then that'll force owners to change. Because owner still wants the money. He still wants to make money, even though he is putting out money for some players, but he's still trying to talk his way out of lowering the price and stuff. And yes, that's cool. We got money from Beyonce concerts, boxing matches at our stadium. But if I want to be real, why don't we use that money to go get big name signs over the line? We have enough money, so money isn't the issue. So, not meaning to be specific, we're not broke, so we can get the signs over the line. How come Man United, who are apparently broke, have gotten more big name signs over the line than us? How? They spent a lot of money in this window on a couple big name signings that from Old Trafford, despite the stadium is falling apart and they're not in any European football this season. How? That's surprising. But you know, it is what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get anyone and we have to rely on Kudus and Richie and Sarr to do our creative starts. It's nice that we get to see Mohamed Kudus link up with Richie to help Richie get the goals and create the opportunities. But there will be games where two things could happen. Either Richie Kudus or Sarr could get injured or be suspended. Who knows? They could pick up cards, or there will be players on the opposition that can easily not make Kudus and Richarlison frustrating. They can frustrate them, can nullify them, and then our attack is going to go stale, and then we could lose the game. So it is who it is, mate. It is who we are, mate. We're just the way we are, and I wouldn't be surprised if nothing happens towards the end of this summer window and the winter window. We will win anything. You know what I'm saying? Or I wouldn't be surprised if we finish in the top, below the top 5. That actually could happen because we can't rely on set pieces and stuff to score goals. And we also need to have more options in attacking and learning how to win games. You know what I'm saying? It is a long road ahead of us for this season, so we already bottled 1 cup already in the most Spursiest way possible. I would like to win something, but with this current squad, I don't think the squad is ready to win anything, and especially the way we're behaving in the transfer window. Seeing our number 1 targets, just like just we can say our houses that we admire, jobs that we admire, get taken away us by rivals. And they're laughing in our face, and we deserve it, to be honest. If I'm being honest, I should have supported a bigger club than Spurs. I should have supported Liverpool, City, Man U, maybe even do a solo camp on support Arsenal and Chelsea. Maybe I should have supported the actual real team wearing white, which is the Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? Because they know how to win everything. They know how to get big names over the line. And they have high expectations for winning stuff. They want to win everything going to the season. When they win the most amount of trophies this season, so they can become one of the best clubs in the world, and that's why they're one of the best clubs in the world. Enough with this. The way things are going, I don't think anything's going to change. I think we're not going to be pushing for more honors, even though we just won one last season. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to take another 20 years before this club picks up a trophy. I wouldn't be surprised, but it's in our club's DNA. What can I say? Oh, and that bombshell, we're out.